We're talking about the state of Baltimore.
Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Restoring the Village Project Radio. I'm joined by
Brother Nance. You don't know
I was
my
getting ready to
name.
say my late co-host.
Restoring the Village Radio. With Brother Nance and Tasha. Angie's out working.
Yes, she's
Getting
actually, she wanted me to let everyone know about Natural Night Out. That's where she's at right now. I guess where the communities and the police officers get together the first Tuesday in August every year, and they do big block party events. So you can go on foxbaltimore.com to get a list of the communities that are hosting these events, and there's a lot of communities that's doing it. That's why I did not inform y'all other communities. Just go on foxbaltimore.com if you want to participate. I'm quite sure Angie is in her district doing her thing, so shout out to Angie. Please stay dry.
Harp.
So what do you want to touch on first? Well, this weekend I did wanted to give a shout out to
Let's talk about the AFRAM that's coming this weekend.
I wanted to give a shout out first.
Okay, give your shout outs.
I wanted to give a shout out to Hug, Don't Shoot, and Seize Baltimore for their Hands Across Baltimore event this weekend. I was able to participate, and it was really nice.
Where did you participate at? What,
I was on North and... Well, I was everywhere. North and McKing, North and Hilton, North and Rosedale. I was making my way down to North Avenue.
Yeah, because I was over East Baltimore, so I saw a lot of people.
I
saw a lot of people in East Baltimore doing stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't that many in West, so it was
okay.
A good turnout.
So this was like the third annual, fourth annual.
I think this was the second
annual.
Second one.
Okay.
So shout out to them and trying to get some type of peace back into our communities. I know more needs to be done, so it takes a village. That's all.
That's why it's called Restoring the Village. Right?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So what did you wanted to say about AFRAM?
Well, I just wanted to say I hope everybody comes out and support AFRAM. I was actually a vendor at AFRAM last year.
Are you vending this year?
It's a possibility, but I'm doing it a little different this year. But last year, Catherine Pugh had put something in place where as though like local businesses, small businesses, we were part of the road to AFRAM.
Oh, okay.
Whereas though she didn't charge us anything, so she allowed us to make money. So this year, it's a little different.
Okay.
But I hope that everybody comes out. Rick Ross supposed to be there on Saturday.
Oh, that's my baby daddy in my head. I'm there.
Rick Ross supposed to be there on Saturday. So
it's gonna be good. We're gonna be there streaming live.
Oh, you are? I didn't know. See, that's what I'm saying.
No, ain't nobody there now.
So do I get a chance to come on the live stream from the AFRAM?
Is you gonna be on time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're going to. All of the hosts are welcome to come. We're going to be talking to the people. We're going to be showing the sights and the sounds and all that. Yeah.
Are you going to be backstage at any point?
We're going to be everywhere.
So can I get backstage with you with Rick Ross?
We're going to talk about that behind the scenes, but
I'm just saying I like to talk about it while we're on the air, so that way I can hold you accountable.
So you're going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
No, because it's only Saturday.
It's only Saturday and Sunday.
It's not like Artscape. Friday, Saturday.
No.
Artscape is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's Artscape. Yeah, this is called AFRAM.
But yeah.
But listen to what I'm saying, right? So AFRAM is going to be great. It was great last year. I actually like it better at the park than down at downtown.
You did?
Yes, it's way
I
better.
haven't attended since
way
they've
better.
been at Drew Hill.
It was the
Park.
first year. I think it was the second year at the park last year or the third year.
Yeah.
Or the second year or the third year. But either way, the park worked well because they had like a local stage. They had the road to AFRAM, then they had down in the bottom. It was a lot of stuff for kids to do. It was more family oriented.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If it's called AFRAM, you know what I mean? It's about us, collectively building. And down there is like down on the concrete. That ain't our thing. You know what I mean? Like being around the grass and all that good stuff.
So it's back at the park.
AFRAM this weekend, Jamae. I'm gonna be out there with the watermelon and herb juices.
So it's back at the park this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And as it should be. I actually think it should stay at the park personally because, and I hope everybody, I hope everybody comes and show up for AFRAM. You know what I mean? Like we show up for Artscape. It was hot. I hope that we show up for AFRAM and support all the vendors that come through. You know what I mean? Like all the vendors that's going to be there, support all the vendors. I mean, it's a lot of small businesses, a lot of local businesses. Like I said, we're going to have some of our kid products down, our youth products. We're going to have, forgive me on that, we're going to have our youth products. We're going to have the CD Nutty down there. We're going to have the Healthy People juice, watermelon sage juice. Hopefully I can get my brother Sundiata and we can have the glass ornaments from Ghana down there. So we're going to be doing juice and jewels. Just trying to, it's called the African American, what's it called? African American Heritage Festival or something. I don't know. But anyway.
And we need it.
We do need it.
Because this weekend was crazy.
I don't even know what happened this weekend.
I know, you never did.
I definitely didn't.
You to tune
I don't watch the news. You know what I mean?
I need you to because it's important.
Okay.
So
tell me what's
this
going
weekend, of course, the mass shootings that happened. You did not hear about that?
I heard about it, but I actually didn't investigate it because once I knew it wasn't no black people, it was like... There's no disrespect, you know what I mean? But mass shooting is a white person thing. That ain't really a black person thing. You know what I mean? So I already knew what was gonna happen. I mean, if that doesn't show that we have a serious mental health illness in our country, then I don't know what else is. You know what I mean? Like, you can talk about black on black crime, this, that, and the third, but if it's only blacks living in the same environment, who else gonna kill each other?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You got white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime. But black on black crime is like blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? If that's all you around, that's the only people you're going to, you know what I mean? Be able to harm.
But this weekend, I guess it just got out of control. The nonprofit data reported that there have been more mass shootings than number of days in 2019 so far. So as of August the 5th, the 217th day of the year, there have been 255 mass shootings in the U.S.
255 mass shootings or 255 people hurt on me? I don't think it been no 255.
No, it said this is what the nonprofit gun violence archive have reported. 255 mass shootings in the U.S. Don't be calling Thank you, Diamond.
255 mass shootings this year. Well, how come I only heard about a few of them?
255 this year.
Yes, this
mass
year.
Shootings?
Yes.
More than 2 people. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so okay. Now that clarifies it. Thank you for clarifying. When I was thinking when somebody say mass shooting, I'm talking about like what just happened this weekend.
It's more than.
I'm thinking about at the movie theaters.
It's more than 4.
It's more than 4. It's classified as a mass shooting.
If you count me for that, more than if you count 2 or 3, is more than that.
Okay.
Right.
We had 200 in Baltimore.
Right. I mean, that's why I need a little clarification because when she said 255 mass shootings, I'm like,
that's why it's a major issue because they don't even talk about it.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't.
Exactly.
Thank you for the Thank you for the clarification.
So this number includes the 5 high-profile masquerades in the past 8 days. In the past 8 days, it was 5
mass shootings.
Masquerades. Yes. So this is including Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
The Walmart in El Paso, Texas.
Okay, I did see a little bit of footage of the people running out of the Walmart and all that. Like
the festival in San Francisco. It was a Brooklyn block party, and then Walmart in Mississippi.
So this
happened within 8 days.
2 Walmarts got hit.
Yes.
Damn.
So it's like this go back.
Walmart about to be high security.
But you're talking about these 2 states where it's legal to carry guns as well. So
I mean, you heard what our president said. Our president was like, "Yo, we need to worry about the hatred and not the guns."
Well, no, his whole thing was this is the reason why we have patrol at the border. We need more patrol at the border, which it didn't have nothing.
So let me ask you a question. So what was the identity of? Because like I said, forgive me for my ignorance, but I don't watch the news and all that, but. What was the nationality of all of these shooters for these mass shootings? Do you know?
I don't know because I ain't even.
DJ Nicky Nick, do you know?
But I'm quite sure they was not foreigners.
DJ Nicky Nick, do you know the nationality of the 4 shooters from this weekend? Were they all Caucasian or 5 shooters? Were they all Caucasian? Did they classify? Well, I already know they didn't classify any as Muslim because they would have been all over the joint.
Yeah, exactly.
They Muslim, they part of Al Qaeda.
But I don't believe they was foreigners either because when Trump made
I think it was the people that be in their houses, their parents that go to work every day that don't look like me, you, and DJ Nicky Nick. Yeah. That's what I believe.
I believe too.
Right. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't think
honestly,
even,
I had no idea none of this stuff was going on. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what be going on. You know what I mean? So I don't.
I want you to, and that brings. Yeah, you did.
I mean,
because it was a lot that happened this weekend.
Well, not necessarily watch TV, but at least
be aware.
Be aware.
Yeah, be aware.
on the internet. You don't have to watch TV. I don't like watching news either, but I am always on the internet.
Yeah, me too. Because
Okay.
I don't have time to watch the news at all. So then with the 255 mass shootings, like Diamond said, we reached the 200th homicide here
In Baltimore. So you got 255 mass shootings. You got 200 individual killings in Baltimore.
Right.
Damn. I mean.
So
So
what do you think is? You said mental health.
Mental health is the biggest thing. Mental health. Mental health. People are just like people living hard out here.
That is
it's real.
And they don't know how.
You know what I mean? It is real out here. Like people are living hard, and you gotta think about it. Like the community is not the same. I always say it. The community is not the same as it used to be. You know what I mean? Like everybody lives in their address. Nobody lives in their community. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you knew when what time somebody went to work. You knew their phone numbers. You know, it's like everybody's private. Everybody got their own stuff going on, and a lot of people not living right, and they don't want nobody else to know they're not living right. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's sad. Like, but for me, that's not my fight. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, I'm just keeping it real. Like that's not my fight. You know what I mean? My fight is to try to prevent that. Yeah. And get to the kids young, get to the youth young, and get to the elders.
It definitely needs.
And we need that intergenerational connection. Like we don't have that currently.
No,
like we don't have the elders don't want to rock with the young people. But everybody that's in our age range, we all independent.
Consider the elders now, though.
No, I mean I was just playing golf with some elders that want to build. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm talking about people in like their 60s and 70s. I ain't talking about 50-year-old elders. I'm talking about 60, 70, 80-year-old elders, the ones that's holding on to the money and the resources and that are retired. This man I was playing golf with today, this man told me he lived 6 months in Fort Lauderdale and he lived 6 months in Bowie.
But the question is, do they want to get involved?
He wants to. We was talking about all that. He was like, but he don't know how. He was like, I don't know how. I was like, well, first and foremost, we have to connect the generations. Because they don't connect with the younger generation. And our generation is so independent. Yo, I'm on my own wave. I'm doing my own thing. That's not what it is. Right. Like, that's why we have so much divide and so much discourse in our community. Like, if we're talking about the murders and all that, people are hungry. People are struggling. People are doing slime ball stuff out here. I mean, I don't justify any killings, but at the end of the day, some people are innocent, and there's a reason behind some people. I mean, some people are living foul. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm just glad I never ventured into that world. You know what I mean? Because it never interests me. You know what I mean? I knew individuals in that world, but you know, it never was something that. You know what I mean? But now it's like the music, the TV, you know what I mean? Everybody, social media, everybody, you know what I mean? It's people want to get on Murder Inc. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
It like it's the news.
It's
now.
crazy.
Like, let's see what happens.
That's why I say
today.
like I don't watch TV and I'm on the internet, but I'm not on the internet like that. Like I'm really trying to build the solutions. Like I'm not really one of the people that's on the front line that's trying to complain about the problems. Like I'm really trying to figure out the solutions and save those that we can save. Right. We can't save everybody.
No, we.
You know what I mean? We can't. Like we was talking earlier, and we was talking about what you do with your you got a gala coming up. You know what I mean? This is your first one, right?
Yeah, this is my first.
So this is your first annual gala, and like we was talking earlier, like. It's bigger than the gala, you know what I mean? Like it's about creating homes and places for people to get a healing and to become better citizens. We got plenty of support groups in the world. You know what I mean? Everybody, we got people that don't look like us talking to people about our experience. How can someone that don't look like us really talk about our experience? You know what I mean?
That's true.
So I mean, I don't know. I just went on a tangent. But what's up, DJ? You back in the building? DJ Nick back in the building. You know, that's my umbrella.
So
buddy.
On the page of mental health and the killings and everything, we want to send our condolences to Malachi Lawson's family.
Absolutely.
On the loss of him. It's no words to express.
Please explain to me that story because I have no idea what we're talking about.
Apparently, Malachi's parents reported him missing a couple of days ago.
That's the little boy that was on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. With the glasses?
Yes.
Okay.
They said they reported him leaving off the porch, and they didn't know where he had went. So it was a
How old was the
he
child?
was 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a search for him. FBI got involved. The whole Baltimore City Police got involved. I believe Saturday the mom confessed to killing her son and took them to the body, which was in a dumpster in Northwest Baltimore.
And we don't think we have mental
Right.
health challenges.
Right.
Like, how can you kill your own child?
But prior to
know
the
what I mean?
autopsy report came back yesterday that they found severe burns on his body.
Okay.
So the mom,
So panic. They might possibly panic.
what mom is saying is that he somehow the child burnt himself, and is still not sure of that story. So I guess they did panic and they tried to treat the burns themselves. So
So how did they say the child died?
that's where it's all sketchy. Nobody like
Because
I don't
if the
know,
child
because-
didn't just, but like if the child wasn't on fire and like burnt to death,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, so y'all had to. So for me, it's like, okay, the child was burnt. You may have been worried about CPS, whatever it's called.
And that's
like,
what they were,
You know
because
what I mean?
apparently mom or partner, because she had a partner, they had CPS charges in the past. Mom also was in jail in the past. So
So they either had to suffocate that kid or did something even more egregious. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we don't think we have a mental health epidemic in our community, forget the opioids and the marijuana and all that. Mental health, what up, brother Mike? Mental health is like at an all-time high. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's people that go to work every day that have the mental challenges. The people that their parents go to work and they come
Yeah, that's
home and their
true.
kid is
'Cause I
getting
work in
good
the mental
grades.
health field,
The
so
kids
I
got
see
good
it,
grades,
yeah.
but they go shoot up the Walmart. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's just.
and
That's
that brings
crazy.
me back to the community.
I'm trying to get
what
out of
really,
America.
What really pissed me off about this story is they said that this baby had burns. Where are the community? Where were the close family members? They didn't notice that something was off about this child. Like, y'all did not notice a change in pattern to speak up and say anything, nothing. Like, I'm just so lost about this whole situation because he's 4. I know if it was one of my nieces or nephew at that age, I would notice a change in pattern.
The story doesn't even make sense,
It don't make
honestly.
sense.
Like,
So
I would
hopefully-
have. They should have already knew at the top when they said a 4-year-old just walked off the porch,
that's where-
and
yeah.
nobody knows where he's at.
Right.
Like, come on. It's
And
just like
on
the
a
dude
busy
that
street,
you know what I mean.
It was on Rogers Avenue. Rogers, yeah. So
I mean, it's just like the dude and the daughter who killed the lady last year. Talking about the panhandler.
Oh, yeah,
did it.
yeah, and
That
that
didn't
story
even make
didn't- yeah, it
sense.
didn't
Like,
make
you know what I
sense at
mean? Like,
all.
certain things just don't make sense. So
Right.
that just shows me again where the state of mental health
Right.
is in America. You know what I mean? Like, my son went to Belize for spring break, right? And he was telling me how, like, the difference that he noticed was people go to work as part of living. You know what I mean? And it wasn't stressful. It was just people were
that
happy.
was a part of their life.
Part of this, just part of living in Belize.
Right.
He was like, in America, people feel forced to work. People feel like
Sure.
it's a daunting task. You know what I mean? Because of how you're treated at work, how you're treated going to work, how you know what I mean? Just all the different
But I think
things.
that's like
You know what
that
I
in
mean?
a lot of.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
No, I said in a lot of countries, I think it's like that.
Oh, you
like,
talking about, yeah.
not
Work is
here.
part of life. Yeah,
not
America
here,
is where
no, it's like
it's a
we-
task.
Right.
Like, no one likes
a
their job.
necessity,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Everybody's a business owner.
Then
You
add
know
more
what I mean?
added on stress and
Yeah, you gotta deal with all the systematical stress, the stress that we go through as black people in America. Like, we don't get treated like that in other countries. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
true.
we're treated with royalty, we're treated with love, we're treated with respect. And honestly, I haven't even got a stamp yet. Because I already know once I leave,
You ain't
I ain't
coming
coming back. I know how I am. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I already have a plan. Like, you know what?
That's another
I'm gonna get a couple
conversation.
stamps, but I'm leaving when I turn 50. Like, yo, peace
I
out,
always
America.
said
I love
that
y'all.
too.
You know what I mean?
But like a lot of people was catching heat the other day because I guess it been a conversation that been boiling on social media about why people are moving out of Baltimore. Period. And I'm like, I can agree 100% because I moved out of Baltimore a couple of years ago because of the killings, because of the violence. I now want to move out of the United States altogether.
And I agree with you. I mean, so, okay, so I feel what people are saying, like they want to get out of Baltimore. But that's what they want us to do.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, it's like I love Baltimore. You know what I mean? I wanna, before I leave the country, Baltimore, I have to leave a stake here, whereas though Baltimore pays for me to live, and it's not paid for me on business. It's paid from other things that I'm doing to help individuals grow through organizations and things like that. You know what I mean? The sad thing with child abuse cases, you have to do so much to prove a parent unfit. Just like if she already had CP case, why didn't she have a caseworker doing public? Hey, Rebecca, I agree. You know what? Hey, Rebecca, you know what? I totally agree, right? But at the same time, that may have been the trigger for the panic, and like she already had a CPS case going for her. You know what I mean? But to me, I couldn't see me, whatever she did to the kid, I couldn't see me doing that to my son.
But when did CPS become so like lenient? Because when I was in college, that was my first internship at Baltimore.
I don't think that they're lenient. I don't think that they're lenient. I think that they're overworked.
I do believe that too. I think
that it's not enough people reporting. The mandated reporters are not reporting. We live in a very.
She already had. I don't know if it's true or not, but because she had a partner, she was married to a female. So someone had commented on my post because I asked, "Where's the father? Like, where is he?" And somebody posted that the baby was conceived IVF.
Oh, okay.
So how?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm just glad that you can't blame it on the absent father this time.
Yeah, that's true. But my thing is, how was she able to go through this process with an open CPS case or whatever background that she had?
But we don't know if it was open. You know what I mean?
Not open, but a previous. It was disclosed that.
To me, that's just two idiots being together, right? You know, making a poor decision. I don't care. Y'all went through so much to have the kid,
exactly,
and then you killed the kid.
Right?
Who does that? You know what I mean? Like, so it ain't no excuses for that. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Not.
All right, there's no excuses. I don't even want to speculate on why or what. No, they shouldn't have did that, period. You know what I mean? Like, if they burnt the kid got burnt, deal with the burnt situation. Call the ambulance, call 911, do what you need to do. But all that other stuff is just like, come on.
And that's my point. Like, I don't know. Like, I think it's so, because I see it all the time. I think it's so many people out here, they get so frustrated and don't know what to do, especially when they're taking care of kids and they may be too stressed out or they may be too, like, overwhelmed. And they don't know, like, where to go to or who to reach out to. And I think that I'm going to start looking into resources. I know personally on my page to, like, give women resources like, okay, you can go to this place to get help, or you can do this, because there's so many PRP programs out here. That's a psychiatric rehabilitation program for children and adults that are amazing, that can help with like different things that families are going through. And I don't think people realize they're out here and they can utilize them, and that your insurance will pay for it. So, and that's one outlet that people can use when they need help, when they need resources, when they just need a listening ear, if they just burnt out from whatever is going on in their life. So I think that, and I'm gonna start like researching different PRPs in the communities so that people can know, because I found out about one the other day in Baltimore that I didn't even know of. I can't think of the name right now, but they're on Gilmore Street and they just deal with children, and I think it's amazing. So
I mean, again, I actually think that we have great PRP programs. I think that, you know, when people say it's not enough resources, I do think we have resources. I think people are just not accessing the resources. Like, we're not engaging the parents. You can't expect the kids. We go straight to the youth, but we don't talk to the parents. The parents got to buy into the too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can't just be a youth thing. It got to be, the parents got to buy into it. You can't just have the parents coming to the school cussing everybody out like, you know, I don't tolerate that and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not real. We need you doing the whole process. So while we're trying to gravitate and grab the young people, we have to also provide, you know what I mean, energy with the parents too. You know what I mean? What you think about that, Diamond K? What you think about that? See,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
it starts with the parents.
Start with the parents. We can't keep blaming the community. We can't keep blaming the man. Like, the man is not throwing the trash in your neighborhood.
Right.
I ain't seen no white man walking there and throw no trash in the hood. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's true.
So everybody was going crazy
everybody
about what
wanna
Trump
point
said
things.
about the city's dirty. It's real.
But that's
You know what I mean?
the
Like,
truth.
if that's what it takes for you to get activated, then I'm sorry. You know what I
Right.
mean? The brother said something real. I mean, I'm not gonna go into politics because I already know I can't say that. So I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna end it on that because I'm gonna just end it on that. You know what I mean? I'm done with that.
But no,
everybody. Thank you, sir.
But everybody do want to point
I was about to
fingers
go
and
in, I ain't gonna lie.
not look into their own households and
And that's what I said
or
the other day.
themselves. Yeah,
You gotta
So,
check your own self. You gotta check
Yeah.
your own backyard before you
You
talk
take
about somebody else's
accountabilities
backyard.
for yourself,
Yeah, you gotta talk about that. So let's talk about your gala, right? You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
You know, when is it?
It is October the 26th.
That's 6 days after my son's birthday. It's gonna be a good month.
It's a couple of days before mine.
Okay, awesome.
So
awesome.
early birthday gift for me.
Okay.
It's going to be held at the Function Co-working community on Hartford Road.
Okay. What's the time frame?
It's from 6 to 10 p.m.
Okay.
It's a black tie affair.
Okay.
Mask is required. The theme is Beauty and the Beast.
Are you guys gonna be providing masks for
No.
those that are?
What I need to? You got enough time to buy a mask, man.
Okay, man. I gotta,
Do you need help?
I mean, I personally don't. I mean, what if I wear something that's beastly, like some
Okay.
African,
Okay,
like
that's
furs?
fine.
And,
That's
You know
fine.
what I mean? Like, do I have to have a mask on?
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Your
I mean,
mask
everybody,
on.
look, have your mask on. I'm just making an exception, but I'm gonna have a mask too. You know what I mean?
God.
I'm gonna have a mask because I don't want.
So the a percentage of the proceeds will be donated to a local DV organization. I'm raising funds to start providing resources to DV survivors and victims in the community. Work on getting my transitional housing up and running.
We're gonna get that first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that has to happen first. Like,
So yeah,
we got enough
I'm-
programs. We need places for people to go.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. And in my experience, is not enough places for women that are fleeing a domestic.
And women with their children to
yeah,
go. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and
Like,
that's
they
the
usually got to
hardest
disperse
part,
their
yeah.
children to different people and all that. Like,
Right.
instead of having a
them
place where they can be
together.
like, boom, we're in
Right.
one space, we're in our safe space. I'm going to teach you how to, you know what I mean? Love yourself again. Let's get back to building. What did you
Exactly.
want to do? So by the time they leave there, they're prepared to be on their own. You know what I mean? A lot of times with these
And that's
transitional homes and
exactly
stuff
what
like that,
I
they
wanna
don't prepare
provide.
the people for transition. You know
And
what I mean?
they don't. And it's hard, especially for women that have been in a relationship for a long time and they solely dependent on that male or woman or whoever they was in a relationship with for financial reasons. Most of them never worked before because they had to stay at home with their kids. So when they do decide to leave that situation, they have no clue about what they're going to do for money. They have no work history. Probably never finished high school, probably never went to college. So it's a lot of barriers that's keeping them in the first place from leaving the situation. So with my program, I'm hoping to like give them the training that they need, vocational training, financial training,
Okay.
counseling, because counseling is
Okay.
important,
Okay.
parenting classes,
Okay.
all of that stuff, all in one.
Okay.
All while providing them housing.
Okay.
So
See, that's what I'm talking about. Real live solutions. You know what I mean? 'Cause a
Right.
lot of times, you know, one thing that I want us to do as just people in general, especially us as black people in America, like, we really have to break down all of these invisible walls that we
Right.
have put up and understand, like, that's why I be telling people, like, I'm not going to wait till I'm 42 to start being scared of black people.
exactly.
I'm not going to start doing it. I'm not scared of the youth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not scared of my own kind.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that to me, that is a problem.
It
you know
is
what I
a
mean?
problem.
And, you know, I work with all people because, again, my thing is not a race thing. My thing is a human thing.
Exactly.
But us as black people, we have to
It's
definitely
no-
elevate our way of engaging in the world. We don't entertain the world enough.
And we don't
You know
have
what
each
I mean?
other back when it comes to anything, and that's the honest truth. Like, it's
Facts.
no like building together. It's no like communicating together is no nothing. It's like it's always someone trying to tear down the next person because of what that.
But we can
person is
change that
doing.
though, and it's not hard to change
Right.
that. It's not hard. So let me tell you what I did this weekend, right? So, you know, we had the Vegan Soul Fest this weekend. Shout out to
it.
Brenda. Shout out to Sister Najee, the Land of Kush. Shout out to everybody that was involved with getting the Vegan Soul Fest
I miss it.
popping. You know, I thought it was at the end of the month because last
Me
year was at
too.
the end of the month.
Yeah.
This year was at the beginning of the
Okay.
month. So what I did was I wasn't able to vend. So I reached out to the sister and said, hey, anything I can do, you know, to volunteer and help out, let me know. You know what I mean? And she said, you know, her husband was going to call me.
Okay.
Fast forward, I wind up helping serve food for the Land of Kush. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And, you know, and I just want to show people that, like, I got so many inboxes like, yo, why do you want selling juice to the third? Because it was an opportunity for me to build
To network.
with some people that I've been wanting to build with on a more intimate level and getting involved. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, you know, when we're doing business or when we're growing in what we call, I guess you want to call Black Baltimore, we have to understand that everybody's not the expert of everything. You know what I mean? And you have to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean?
That's
and we have to
true.
organize the people and we have to organize the money. It's
Right.
enough money in this town. It's enough people of influence. Everybody don't have to beat on their chest and be King Kong.
Exactly.
I will be a pawn, although I'm a king. I'll be a pawn on the chessboard. You know what I mean? Use me. Like I tell people all the time, use me, but don't abuse me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the difference. We abuse each other and we have to use each other more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's power in numbers. I always
Facts.
say that. Like I appreciate anybody that
Thank you,
is
Rebecca.
willing to give me a helping hand. I'm there. Like I will step in. I never had that personality or that mentality like, oh well, I'm Queen Bee, so this gonna go my way. Like it can't work like that, especially when you're trying to build. So
All right. So what else you got on your notes? Because I see you
No,
took notes. And,
I do
you know what
because
I mean?
you don't. That was it. I think we covered everything.
You sure? Because,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
did.
don't have to take notes because I don't watch the news. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Really, but he ain't know
I
about
don't-
anything that was going on.
But I was able to speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the most important part. You know what I mean? Like, you
Really?
can do all the research, but if you can't speak on it, I mean, what's the point of doing the research?
Okay. Oh yeah, I did want to say one thing. Shout out to Angie again in her district. They opened up the 12th and latest South Streets Baltimore
Safe Streets,
site.
Safe Streets, get it right, Safe
shut
Streets.
up.
Black and
Woodburn and
orange.
McCabe. I don't know about East Baltimore.
There's McCabe and some. I don't
Okay.
know about East Baltimore, but it's like
Okay.
McCabe and something. I don't know.
Okay. So I didn't know it was a lot of Safe Streets programs.
Yo, they active. I ain't gonna lie. They
Okay.
definitely active, and they wherever they're at, the violence has definitely went down. The
Really?
yeah, they out Cherry Hill. Did you
That's
hear
good.
about
No,
a lot
I
of stuff
looked
going on out Cherry Hill?
Not anymore.
Exactly.
So
Safe Streets definitely work. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
can't even lie. Safe Streets definitely work. I
So
can't even
yeah,
front.
they opened up their 12th one on Sunday. So is it gonna be more? I don't know.
I would hope so. You know what I mean? I would hope so. I mean, we need to give more brothers opportunities in the community.
To sit down and
Yeah.
squash.
I was just offended that I was on York Road and I couldn't go to no corner store and find a bag of ice. I had to go all the way to a gas station. I was like, I'm just saying because it's where I work at and where the Safe Streets joint at. It's a garden right there called the Recovery Garden.
Okay.
So it's part of like the Weinberg Center, and then they got a joint called the Recovery Garden. I actually
Okay.
get my mint, my sage, and all that stuff from there. So I linked up with a sister there, and we had to get ice last week. Like, yo, we need some ice. And when I saw the joint this weekend, when I rolled past, I saw the Safe Streets joint. I was thinking to myself, damn, the Safe Streets joint here. Well, I'm like, you know, so that's why I bought that up. Like,
Okay,
to
so
say
you
could-
because you couldn't get ice.
yeah, I couldn't get
Okay.
ice in that community. But hopefully the people can get saved in that community. You know?
But you want some ice.
Yeah, I need ice. I'm just saying. Hopefully the ice can cool the heat around there off. You know?
So besides Airframe, that's the only thing you got going on this weekend?
Yes, Afram. Yeah, Afram.
I'll definitely be there.
I hope Rick
Saturday.
Ross show up. You know what I mean? I hope so.
You hope so?
He did?
Yeah, album coming out Friday. Yeah,
This Friday?
this Friday.
I didn't like that Drake project that just came out, actually. It seemed like a lost tapes type of joint.
It was.
Yeah, it was kind of phony. I didn't really like it. I mean, like I tell...
Songs that weren't singles.
Oh, okay, because you know...
And then, no,
You got to be cautious with Drake. You can't Drake and drive. You might end up at somebody's house. Right, hurt somebody.
Oh, did you?
I'm just saying, you can't Drake and drive. I mean, I can drink and drive because
You
I
can
mean,
drink
yeah,
and
I'm emotionally balanced. You know what I mean?
You're emotionally balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I never heard that before. Okay.
DJ Nicky Nick, what you think about that, DJ Nicky Nick? Drinking and driving. Now you listen to Drake music. So don't you listen to Drake music? Sometimes it's sad, sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's motivating. He been through a lot of relationship stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's good. He want to express it through.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, what if you are emotionally imbalanced? Can you and you listen
I am
to Drake?
emotionally imbalanced.
And you might wind up at an ex-boyfriend house.
No, I ain't that emotionally
You might be ready to hurt
imbalanced.
somebody. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Hey, and heart. See my man on it. Look, my man Sean is
that
on
must
it.
have happened to him. That must have happened.
It has. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't. I mean, it was songs that I couldn't. No, I never showed them at nobody's house. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if I wasn't, no, I'm just saying. I mean, you know. Just keeping it on. Yeah, you know. So I ain't know Rick Ross coming out with an album. So hopefully he'll show up. You know what I mean? I was hoping I would have.
Why you say he awfully? He gonna show up.
Because let me tell you why I said that.
Baby dating
Because when I went to sign up for AFRAM, right, I asked him. I said, "Well, who's the lineup?" I said, "Is Rick Ross coming?" They were extremely hesitant to be like, yes. They said, well, you know, the gospel people are going to be there Sunday. And I'm like, well, what's up with Rose? Like, you know what I mean?
Because the sign-up people was all Baptist.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh, they ain't want to speak.
See, I told you, my man is on Heart. HAARP. Look it up. Heart. That's what's up with the weather. I'm trying to tell you, my boy Sean is on it. That's real. It's real. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but that's real.
I would be at him. I believe that Rick Ross gonna be there.
Well, I hope he will be there, and I was hoping that hopefully he can get some of my juice, and hopefully Diamond K can get me backstage. You know what I mean?
You
take a picture with Rick Ross, eat some wings and things. He got a wings and things right on Ricetown Road. You know what I mean?
It's Wingstop.
Oh, Wingstop.
That one's not his.
Wingstop. I don't eat wings, so I don't know.
But you want to eat some wings?
I'm gonna eat some of Rick Ross just because. You know
I'm vegetarian. I'm not touching the wings. You can suck your teeth all you want.
You are not no vegetarian.
Oh, yes, I am.
You vegetarian? How long you been vegetarian?
For 5 years now.
5 years?
No.
5? You haven't had no meat in 5 years?
Yeah.
No fish, no nothing.
I eat fish.
Okay, so you're not a vegetarian.
Yeah, I
You're
eat
a
fish
pescatarian.
once in a while.
You're a pescatarian. You're a pescatarian. You're a pescatarian.
On that note, Juan, you gonna close us out because I'm through with you.
I mean, y'all kicking me off the show right now. My time up. Damn. All right.
I'm right.
DJ Nicky Nick, I know you're not talking. I carried the umbrella for you and like all the ice was coming down.
Thank you, but facts are facts.
I ain't even saying.
I ordered the juice. How can they get the juice?
Yeah.
So-
how can we get some juice?
And some sweet.
You haven't?
Some sweet pudding in a jar.
So-
Oh, you had my pudding.
Yes.
Well, we're actually transitioning. We're moving more into focusing on the hemp products the rest of this year. We're gonna be focusing more on we're gonna be focused on the healing of the teas and stuff like that. So I have a lot of customers now, so we're gonna be focused on that. So they can contact me directly. You know.
Directly.
www.healthypeoplejuice.com. The website is definitely being rebuilt to reflect everything that we're doing currently. But you know, www.healthypeoplejuice.com. Everything Healthy People Juice.
Okay.
So then I'll close this out after you and your cupcakes.
Wow, I'm everywhere. If you want to get some ratchetness and blog information, I'm on at Love Your Damn Self 1.
Love Your Damn Self, that's the name of it?
Yeah.
Damn, I like it.
my
You should
blog.
get a shirt. Love Your Damn Self.
I do.
You got a shirt?
Yes.
All right.
You want one?
You gonna give it to me for free?
No.
All right, it's like, no, I'm gonna support
My
black business.
organization is on IG.
You know, black people
Women
like
at a
stuff,
Stand. I do have a dessert business that is booming right now. Sweet Treats by Tasha. That's about it.
Okay.
Get your tickets for my gala.
All right. Salute to Angie again. You know what I mean? Peace and health to Angie. Hope she's having a great
I hope
evening
she
doing
was
what she's doing.
dry, at least.
Of course she's dry. She got umbrella. She got security guards and all that now. You know, she already won. She already won. You know what I mean? Security. But no, peace and health, man. Remember, we don't have great days. We create them. We create the life we want, create the energy we want so we can spread our love to the world. Peace and health. Restoring the Village Radio.